Hi, welcome to Rick Snider's Washington on YouTube, where you get the whole story. So please like, share, subscribe, and even comment. Washington football team only has a couple weeks to decide before the NFL trade deadline comes November 2nd. What are they going to do? Buyers, sellers, stay neutral? After watching the Washington Nationals decimate their roster this year for hopes of a long-term improvement, and well, we'll see what happens there maybe. Still hate seeing Max pitching for the Dodgers. But what would the Washington football team do here? I don't think they're going to do anything. I think Rivera's not the kind of guy to want to make midseason trades, exit or bringing them in. I think they're going to stay neutral. But I think as the NFL as a whole, you got to let the next 2 weeks play out before November 2nd. And an untimely injury could change everything. Not so much for Washington, but for other teams that would be desperately needing a player. Guys that are in the playoff chase. This team's not going to be in the playoff chase in a couple more weeks, let's be honest. And so they would be more of a seller than a buyer. I can't imagine they buy anything. A seller, what would you do? If somebody desperately wanted a player, well, they're going to have to overpay because it's mid-season prices, and you don't have to pay up that draft pick till next spring. So it's a round higher than you would normally get. But if you're going to trade somebody for a sixth or whatever, why bother? Just dance with what you have here. I really think that's Rivera's priority. But let's say a team desperately needs, an end like Montez or maybe Chase Young, and they're willing to give up a first for them because they think that's what it's worth for them. I think you consider it, really do. You're going to have to move up maybe in the draft, maybe not. They might not finish, much better and be able to get a top 5 to 8 pick. But I think you can try that. But they don't have a lot of young talent that other teams are desperately wanting. They could use a tight end, but, eventually Logan Thomas is coming back. They could use some things, but I don't think it's going to matter. So I don't see him as a buyer and probably not a seller. But, hey, we'll see what happens when 2 weeks go and somebody might be desperate enough. I'm Rick Snider for Rick Snider's Washington. Thanks for coming. I'll see you again soon.